Hello love, so welcome to this guidance video for an 11-day meditation to realign your prosperity and your flow of abundance. So often when we think of abundance and prosperity, we think about money and we're like, right, I need more money, I need to work on my prosperity. Well, money is a great reflection of where we're at with receiving, where we're at with our self-worth, where our priorities are. But when we start to focus on it too much, it can also feel restrictive. We focus on the lack of it rather than the openness to it, and we can kind of get stuck in a bit of a cycle. So what this meditation really does is it opens up the flow of prosperity and abundance. And that's not just money, but it's also opportunities, it's also connections, experiences. And why is that? It's because when we start to remember that we're all part of this kind of bigger picture, this connection, this flow, then when we send out a desire, a request, or a need, it comes to us in kind of a much more open way. And I have like a lot of great examples of friends and colleagues or teachers who've worked with this meditation, and suddenly kind of what they've been manifesting, let's say, has really come to them. So when I've studied with theta healing, manifestation in the past, it's been taught alongside abundance and prosperity, and that's because both of them are based on the same principle. It's this idea that all is connected, all is one, all is sacred, and as such, when we open and we tune into that fact, it becomes a lot easier to be able to kind of draw in what is in theory already ours. One of my great teachers, he's a cacao shaman, Keith, he's like, you've already got everything in your bank account. Do you know the PIN code? Like, are you ready to access that? Now this can become like a whole spiritual, conundrum in a way. And what we're doing with this meditation is just you very simply beginning to work with your energy flow. And what in each of day when you're meditating, you're going to have new experiences, new sensations, new downloads, you're going to see new blocks. And I just want you to kind of tune in with that. So before we begin this, I want you to take some time and set your intention of kind of what does prosperity mean to you, and what does it look like to have more abundance in your life. And be very specific with this. It's not about saying, oh, I can't ask for so much, or it's greedy to do this. It's like, what do you really need? And see where, the block or the belief is there. And then what are you really calling in? What does this greater abundance and prosperity look like to you? And just make a clear note of that, because we've got to be clear when it comes to prosperity and abundance. And then as you work through it, you're going to see what realizations come and what begins to shift as well, particularly when we connect with this energy together and we start to up level kind of the collective energy, because we're energetic beings. As you switch and change your blocks and your flow, you're going to start to affect all of that around you and people, and we are all connected doing this meditation. So I'm excited. This is an experiment. This is an empowerment experiment to see what we can shift when we connect together with this intention of collectively opening the abundance and opening the flow.